Back by popular demand, it is the Star Sports video blogs previewing the 2015 Cheltenham Festival, and I'm lucky to be joined by a stellar panel this afternoon. To my left, Claude Duval, the punter's pal from the Sun newspaper, Bill Esdale, the racing editor for City AM, and someone who needs no introduction whatsoever is the female Tanya Stevenson. No time for chit-chat and how we got on with last year's naps and wraps and all that. We're straight in. The Supreme Novice Hurdle, into line, we're off. A graveyard for the punters out there. Lots of short price favourites in the last 10 years beat. We've got the likes of My Tent or Yours, Q Card, Dunguib, Cousin Vinny, Amaretto Rose, all pictures on walls for big bookmakers in the country, lining pockets all over the world. Claude, 7-4, Douvan, Willie Mullins once again, Rich Ritchie. Are they going to kick the punters off?
Well, I'm sure he'll be favourite. That is absolutely certain that he'll start favourite. 6 of the last 10, in fact, have been double figures winners. Douvan, I'm talking to the great Rich Ritchie the other day, and he was saying that of all the horses, he thought this was the one that was going to give him the most pleasure, that he thought this was his sort of personal nap of a meeting, which is quite something when you consider the power that he's got behind him. Yes, he won at Punchestown very well. I just have a feeling that Lamy Surge might just be the fly in the ointment here for Nicky Henderson. I know he won it back in the 80s. He's had 27 losers in the race since.
A lot of seconds and thirds, isn't it?
They think a lot of this horse. Barry Garrett has never won this race. At the odds, I would rather back the Henderson horse than weigh in with Douvan, who I think will start shorter probably than the 7-4 that some bookmakers are advertising as we speak.
Well, like I said, Bill, you tend to get turn-ups. And I look back, the average price of the winner of this race in the last 10 years is about 12-1. So it is a race we can get a price. Can you find a price for the punters out there?
It's tricky to oppose Douvan. I was at Willie Mullins' yard the other day, and he surprised everyone out the blue. He said, every horse is fine, this horse is fine. And then from out the blue, he came up with this line saying, I've never taken a better horse to the festival than Douvan. And bear in mind, he'll take 50 this year and took 40 last year. That's some statement. He's never come off the bridle, could be anything. If he is to get turned over by one at a big price, and I agree with you, Lamy Surge will run well, Jolly Animal will run well, at a big price, it could be one from his own yard. He's got this Alvicio Veal, which he says is going to be ridden differently. I think he'll be ridden aggressively from the front. He'll give the favourite a lead, and he just might be the value. He's around 16-20-1, but they thought this was the horse that collapsed, and they're betting for the Neptune. I just think he might be the one that surprises a few people at a big price.
Well, fairly inexperienced, Douvan. I mean, if you look at Lamy Surge, he's had 3 runs. He's run at good tracks, Sandown, Ascot. Who would you rather be with, Tanya?
I would rather be with Lamy Surge, although I've got another selection for the race. With the fact with Douvan, I think it's the first race of the meeting. Plenty of people out there are being carried on this wave of hype, and the fact that, is this the Cheltenham Festival banker? I know there's shorter ones running on the whole across the 4 days, but Willie Mullins has won this race on 4 occasions. Lamy Surge, we cannot knock his form, especially last time in the Tolworth, where he left Jolly's Cracked It toiling. And if you rewind the tape of the Newbury race, where Jolly's Cracked It finished 4th or 5th, do rewind it, because it shows that Jolly's Cracked It needs 2 mile 5 furlongs, and he confirms that form. Harry Fry's also got Jolly Allen in this race. He won 3 hurdle races. Shane's Hill is another Willie Mullins thing that we haven't mentioned. He worries me because when you watch him hurdle, he takes too long to get his back legs over the hurdle. The horse that I want to sort of hone in on is a Warren Greatrix runner called Seedling. And he's developed very slowly. He's been to Plumpton, won twice, and they thought...
Form, of course.
Yeah, shall we? Well, if we're going to win at Cheltenham, we'll have to have experience at Cheltenham. Yeah. Ran him there, and of all horses he picked up and beat was a horse called Philip Hobbs called Some Plan. And I think that's solid enough. If looking at the prices, like a bit of value, double figures Seedling for me.
Well, 20-1 with Star Sports right now. If you've got your cash on you, I'll take it now, Tanya. Can I just get an SP prediction from you for Douvan, please?
Well, they get the silliness in the morning where someone will go a silly price.
8-1 for tenors. We'll forget that.
We'll get the silliness in the morning. But because of the wave of support, what should we go for? It's huge. 5-4?
Yeah, I think I probably agree.
Right,
Right, coming in, selection time. I'm going to go with Lamy Surge.
Lammy Surge for me.
I think Duvan will beat Alvicio.
Seedling.
Right, and remember, if these Mullins horses are for you, we've got preview nights up and down the country. We've got Hamilton, we've got everywhere. So get yourself along to our preview nights, because there's going to be some Mullins madness on the night. There'll be some real good prices about these horses on the Tuesday. But with whatever you back in this Supreme, good luck, and you know the number, 08000 521 321.